She wants her boyfriend to play all day.
Does he take me to play tennis? No.
And play all night.
Sometimes he's not as kinky.
So, change of heart sent her on a blind date.
We attempted to go play darts.
I almost killed like 5 people.
That turned into a play date.
She had her toys out.
You know, when you show men these kind of things, they get excited.
After her boyfriend has a blind date too.
We went salsa dancing.
Will they be playing for keeps, or will they have a change of heart?
Welcome to Change of Heart. This is a show where couples who've reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with someone new. Now, we're going to meet their dates a little bit later, but first let's meet our couple. She's a 23-year-old former debutante, and he's a 37-year-old ex-Marine. Now, they were both coming home from dates when they met outside their apartment complex about 6 months ago, and they've been going out ever since. Please welcome Talva and Jeff Black. Welcome to the show. Now, you both are here to see if your relationship has a future. So we're going to talk about some of the good things. Talva, what's the most romantic thing that's ever happened with you when going out in this past 6 months with Jeff?
Oh, one night he was working until 2, and it was so sweet. He made this cute little picnic of Subway on the floor right in front of the television. It was really good. I thought it was
All right, Jeff. Tell me what you find most appealing about Talva.
Well, the first thing is her independence and personality.
First, okay, that's good. All right. Now, Talva, the age difference, about 14 years between you. Has Jeff had a lot of serious relationships before you?
Oh, I'm sure he has. But there's 2 in particular. He has 2 children. And so sometimes he's a little passive about keeping the ex-wives away, the ex-girlfriends.
Well, see, I have to be in their lives. They're my kids, and you know, I have a responsibility with them.
But guess what? My life doesn't have to change because it's somebody's birthday or somebody has a toothache.
No, but there's my kids, and I have to do that. That's something I have to do.
Well, there's going to be some responsibility, Jeff. I guess it goes along with that. Let me ask you, what's it like dating a debutante?
Debutante? She's not a debutante. She can out-curse a sailor man. She's loud, and at some point you will hear her laugh.
What does that have to do with being a debutante? A debutante, yes, is about poise and grace and all of that.
Grace,
and when it's needed,
grace,
it's that when
kicking
it's
your
needed,
legs up in the air, putting them up on the wall.
When it's needed, it's there.
All right, Talva, let me ask you this about the age again. How does Jeff compare to guys that you've dated that were closer to your age?
I mean, he's fine, but when it comes, sometimes he's not as kinky. I do naughty parties. I sell sex toys. On the side.
That's what it should be, on the side.
But I'm thinking, you know, he's a man. Let's try to work and, let's try some things on. Let's use some of this stuff. And he's like,
I don't need to try nothing on. Thank you very much.
Well, guess what?
Jeff, you don't like to play with those toys, huh?
No,
and tell me what your family thinks of Talva.
Well, my family likes Talva as a whole, but my mom thinks I can do a little bit better.
Talva.
Then what?
Have you heard this from his mom?
No, not as I know of.
She's not going to tell you.
I mean, she has her ways. She's tart with her mouth. I won't say that. She isn't, but at the same time, she's a nice lady. She's never gave me that.
No, she's not going to tell you.
All right, Talva, let me ask you about some of Jeff's history. Did he tell you much about being in the Marine Corps since he's an ex-Marine?
He really doesn't have to. Mr. Anal Retentive over here. We moved him in on Saturday. He was done, moved in, packed, everything was together by Sunday afternoon.
He's efficient.
Just orderly, that's all.
If the shirts touch the pants, he needs an aspirin. I mean, it's bizarre. It's kind of scary. You really don't know.
All right, Jeff, here, your chance. She wishes that you were a little less rigid then with your routine. What would you like to change about Talva?
Well, the one thing I like to change about Talva is that she needs to get in shape and get more active. She needs to get more active in the sports with me. I'm a go-getter, you know?
Now, I've been asking him, practically begging him, to show me how to play tennis. I took tennis a while ago and I wanted to play tennis. He knows how to play tennis. Does he take me to play tennis? No.
Not happening.
We gotta go watch him play basketball.
All right, Talva, tell me why at this point then in your relationship it's a good time to date somebody else.
Well, I thought it would be fun And we do have our differences, don't get me wrong, but I mean, he's a fun guy to be around. We have a good time. And so I thought it would be cute to weigh the fun over the differences and see what the outcome would be.
Okay, well, that's what we're going to find out here then between the two of you. We'll find out with your dates coming up. It seems that Talva and Jeff definitely have some key issues to resolve. Now, when we come back, we're going to meet the people that they dated, and we'll find out, will they stay together or will they have a change of heart? Stay with us. Welcome back to Change of Heart. We are here with Talva and Jeff. Now, Jeff wanted a woman who could charm his mom like a debutante and still be a jock. So we matched him up with a refined woman who plays everything from air hockey to volleyball. Please welcome Lorinda Hawkins. Yeah. Hello, Lorinda. Welcome to Change of Heart. Okay, kids, break it up. Talva, does Lorinda look like a debutante to you?
I'm sure she could be. There's a lot of debutantes.
All right, Jeff, let me ask you what you liked about Lorinda when you met.
Well, I'm a sucker for two things, a smile and dimples. Do I need to say anything else?
So, Lorinda, since he's into sports, I'm going to assume that Jeff had some sort of sporting activity planned for you.
Yes, he did, Chris. He had tennis lined up, and out of all the sports I play, tennis is not one of them. But, you know, I'm up for anything, and I thought, you know, why doesn't he give me a lesson?
Now, Talva, you said earlier that you couldn't get a lesson out of Jeff. Suddenly he's
exactly
giving Lorinda tennis
That's
lessons.
Bizarre, because I've been trying to get tennis for what? How long have we been dating? 8 months and still haven't got no tennis.
Really?
Yes.
All right, Jeff,
really.
tell me, how was the lesson with Lorinda since she wasn't never a tennis player?
Well, we didn't get a chance to play tennis. It was a bit crowded. So what we decided to do was to go to the beach and go rollerblading.
That sounds fun. And how was Lorinda with the blades? How was that?
Oh, that was quite an adventure. We went from Venice Beach to Santa Monica. I didn't fall.
No?
There was an issue with some orange juice and a wall, but I didn't fall. I went that way and I went that way. Everything worked out.
Oh, you did pretty good then. So, Lorinda, did you ever end up getting a tennis lesson?
Yes, and might I mention that he was a very good sport because it was his first time ever rollerblading.
So a lot of firsts going on here
Yes,
then.
a lot of firsts. And eventually, and yes, eventually I did get that tennis lesson. We met on some courts, and he was very patient. He's a very good instructor.
So when did you get to go tennis?
After the rollerblading.
Oh.
Yeah, Talva, try to keep up.
Yeah.
Kind of going in chronological order
Yeah,
here.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
So
and,
were there some other sporting activities after tennis?
Because that was fun, and I'm going to play tennis again because that was fun. We talked about air hockey. And since Jeff mentioned he's this reigning champion, you know, of air hockey, never been beaten, so we played air hockey and I beat him twice.
Yeah. Took you down 2 times.
Yeah, 2 times.
So, Jeff, at this point, you got to go somewhere to recover from your big loss, I guess.
Yeah, I retreated to my mom's. Had to go home. I had to meet my mom, and that went great.
She's a sweetie.
My mom loved her. 2 thumbs up.
Oh, really?
Way to go.
Now, Talva, there he is on the first date going home meeting mom.
Yeah,
What's that
which
about?
is pretty ironic. You know, when did I meet your mother?
You met her.
And why do you bring a first
You
date
met
to
her.
meet
You
your
lived in
mother?
the same building with my mom. All you had to do was go downstairs.
She'd been living there 2 years and I hadn't met her.
Lorinda, let me ask Lorinda another question. Did Jeff tell you that he has been in the Marines before?
You know what? He didn't have to tell me because he made a comment about how clean my trunk was, and it's not my car, so because my trunk is not clean.
He was admiring your clean trunk.
Right, and not many people do that. So I asked him if he had been in the Marines because he seemed a bit maybe anal, a little.
Like Talva said. So.
A little bit. Just a little bit. Not a problem.
All right, Jeff, besides sports, anything else that was going on?
Well,
or anything else in common that you
yes,
had with Lorinda?
we do. We've both traveled. We both sing, dance, and kids.
That was my kid.
Singing, dancing, and kids. Okay. Lorinda, Talva was complaining about the ex that are too much a part of his life. Would that be a problem for you?
Well, seeing that, you know, I have kids too, And when it comes to having a relationship with the other parent, I think that's really important, because especially for the kids. And I wish I had that with the parent of my child.
I
and
don't
it's just-
disagree that you need to have a relationship with the kids, definitely so. And I understand that you do need to have a good relationship with the parents, but at the same time, there has to be an understanding somewhere.
Oh, but there
that,
is.
Hey, you
There
can
is
get your
understanding. There is.
Jeff, let me ask you another question about Lorinda, because you were complaining about Talva being loud and sometimes talking a little too trashy. Was Lorinda like that at all?
No, she holds her own, but she has a mouth on her like Talva.
She can put it out there
She
then.
can put it out there.
Is that a good thing?
It's
I
a
think
good
that's
thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Very good thing.
It's
It's a good thing.
a good thing.
So, Jeff, some other activities after the sports, what happened then?
Well, we went salsa dancing, and I must say that she was very sexy and very seductive. She has the attitude, and those moves really kept me up.
He was.
The moves were
And he
good.
wasn't so bad himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Really? Have you
again,
saw
know,
it before, Mr. Black?
He acted
No,
like it.
no,
He
never
acted
never
like it.
before in my life.
Really?
Never,
Now,
never,
Talva,
never.
I would say he doesn't really need those sex toys you were talking about earlier to get him all charged up and getting going. Would you agree? No?
I never said he needed them, but, you know, a situation wouldn't hurt at all.
Okay. Lorinda said that the salsa dancing sparked some romance along the way here?
You know, I mean, we were working it on the dance floor, and it just wore us out. I mean, we didn't have any
Really?
energy to,
Yeah, we
you know,
were-
do any
Oh,
kissing or
really?
anything. So
Salsa
I
was
just
that
wanted
exciting?
to go
Very
to
exciting.
sleep.
So by the end of the night, you guys are exhausted. Jeff, you disappointed at this fact?
No, I wasn't. I was so concerned that she'd get home okay. That was my worry. But if she wanted me to go get the moon, I'd go get the ladder.
Oh, see that? You would have. Okay, that's good to know. Now, was Lorinda's hot salsa dancing enough to give Jeff a change of heart? We're going to find out later. But before we do that, we get to meet the man that Talva dated, and we're going to hear what happened on their date next on Change of Heart. Welcome back to Change of Heart. We just heard what happened on Jeff's date with Lorinda, and now we get to meet the man that Talva dated. Talva complained that Jeff has too many ex-wives hanging around and won't let her bring her toys to bed. So we set her up with an ex-football player who's never been married and likes all kinds of toys. Please welcome Ronaldo Spalding. Ronaldo, welcome. Good to see you. You know Talva? Jeff, let me ask you, do you think Ronaldo would enjoy Talva's toys?
Yeah, it looked like he needs a spark.
Talva, let me ask you, what's it feel like being with a big guy like Ronaldo?
Well, see, I'm 5 feet tall, so I like big, tall men. And you see, he's nice and big. He's like a big teddy bear.
I could go get you a teddy bear if you want a teddy bear.
I'm fine, thank you.
How old are you again? Huh? 40? You might need a few sex toys.
Oh, Ronaldo, question for you. Did you get a sense of Talva's personality right off the bat pretty early on?
Well, I went to go pick her up, and they had to help filming a movie out there in front of her apartments, and had to bust a U-turn to go get her. And she came out of nowhere. Hi, are you Ronaldo? And I was like, yeah, how you doing? You know, she was a fun-loving person.
So she's not shy, that's for sure. Talva, is it safe to assume you didn't play any sports on your date?
No, we were kind of okay on that. I'm more of a culture, kind of laid-back type of person, so we went to a jazz concert.
Culture.
No, we went to a jazz concert at the museum in L.A.
So that was nice. And Ronaldo, was it obvious that she was a culture vulture right off the bat?
We walked in, and we went straight to the bar.
Oh, well, hey.
Yeah, straight to the bar.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Ronaldo, one of the things Jeff said is Talva's a little bit too loud. Did that happen on your date? She get a little carried away?
She was smooth, she was calm. And
Did you have your earplugs?
We talked. No, I didn't need any.
Thank you.
She respected me, that's why. That's probably what it was.
Now, Ronaldo, did you realize that the fact you were dining with a debutante?
Oh, we talked about it, yeah. And the way she presented herself, you can really tell she was.
She mail ordered that too.
Pardon me?
Now, Talva, were there some other cultural events that happened after dinner?
No, after that, actually, we went upstairs and we tried to go to the Billard. but actually all the tables were filled, so we couldn't play pool. We attempted to go play darts, and that was a quite interesting experience.
I hope she didn't hit nothing.
Now, Ronaldo, we know that Talva's not really sort of like a jock type chick, so did she endanger anybody with those darts in her hand?
She almost killed like 5 people.
Did you get a chance to hear about Talva's side job, that she has those little things on the side?
Yeah. We went back to her place, right? And we walked in, and she had her toys out, and she was just... I wanted a demonstration, you know. I wanted her to show me how to use them.
And you were okay with that, then, I guess?
It's all right. It's okay to be a little freaky, you know what I'm saying, once in a while.
Now, hey, Jeff.
He needs the experience, probably.
Jeff, Lorinda met your mom on the first date. Ronaldo met her toys on the first date. Is that okay with you?
Oh, that's fine. He probably needed the experience, you know.
Well, no, it wasn't experience. I just thought it was cute. And it was nice to show. I gave him some like oils and some jellies. I gave him some condoms, I think it was body butter and motion lotion.
Hold up now, because Ronaldo, all that stuff doesn't sound that outrageous. Is she leaving something out that we don't know about?
Oh man, she
pulled out some surprise.
She put in a porno, right? It was no sound, just nothing but sex.
On the first date.
But this sounds, I don't know what was going on at your house. The toys, the videos, the pictures. I mean, how heated did this all get?
Well, I mean, it got pretty heated, because you know when you show men these kind of things, they get excited. Like I had some nipple rouge that I was showing to him, and he was like, "Oh, can you try some on?" Too much. But
that's too much.
What about the pacifier? Because he probably needed a pacifier at this time.
I'll pacify something.
So how'd you calm him down?
I kind of just gave him the little jellies and the love lotto and stuff, and I just sent him home with a hug. He had quite enough for the evening.
And Ronaldo, are you interested in learning more about all these extracurricular activities?
Oh yeah, if she dumped her old boyfriend.
Going to happen. Now, will Talva and Jeff have a change of heart during the break? They've got to make their decisions. When we come back, we're going to find out, will they stay together or will they have a change of heart? Don't go away. All right, welcome back to Change of Heart. Now is the moment of truth, because during the break, Talva and Jeff each made a final decision about the future of their relationship, and there's no turning back now. Will they stay together or have they had a change of heart? Talva, you came on the show to test your relationship, to see if the differences that you were having with the problems outweigh the fun that you guys obviously do have together. You said you wanted to date somebody that didn't have a lot of exes hanging around, somebody that might be a little kinkier and enjoyed your toys in the bedroom, somebody that wasn't so anal like the military man that you're going out with. There you were with Ronaldo. You guys did some things. You did some darts. You took him over to the Museum of Love, also known as your apartment. You had a good time, but it's decision time here. Stay together or change of heart. What do you say?
I must say, I did have an incredible time with Ronaldo. He was nice and big, and he was sweet. He didn't complain and whine about my voice and whatever else Mr. Jeff over here could come up with. But the show did make me realize that, you know, he's a pretty good guy nonetheless. And so I'm gonna hang out with him forever.
Stay together. Ronaldo, sorry things didn't work out for you.
No problem.
Okay, Jeff, your turn, buddy. Now, you said you wanted a woman that would be able to keep up with you in sports, somebody that your family would approve of. In fact, your mom gave her 2 thumbs up. Somebody that was a little more refined, maybe. Now, there you were with Lorinda. You guys had a good time. You went rollerblading. You gave her a tennis lesson. You guys did some salsa dancing. Now, Talva does want to stay together, but it's your decision at this point. Stay together or change of heart. What do you say?
Well, I had a beautiful time with her. We did a lot together. The conversation, the tennis, the rollerblading, everything was, she's an incredible woman. I can't say no more about it, you know. Talva, we had a lot in common. We've enjoyed a lot, and I just want to continue it. Things didn't work out for you. Well, no,
hopefully you guys did learn from the show that there is more fun that outweighs the problems that you have in your relationship, and maybe going forward you guys will be tighter, stronger, and better off for it. All right, thanks for being here. That's our show for today. Thanks to Jeff and Talva. Good luck to Lorinda and Ronaldo. We'll see you next time here on Change of Heart.